Thanks, Johnny. How's everybody going? You good?
Yeah.
Cool. So I was watching my cat clean his ass the other day. My cat cleans his ass like a fat kid trying to get that last bit of chocolate out of a drumstick cone. Deep and committed. Like Freddie Mercury at a truck stop. I was recently diagnosed with the CDA. For those people who don't know what the CDA is, it's quite devastating. My family still hasn't gotten over it. It's someone who only knows the first 4 letters of the alphabet backwards. The CDA. That's Tiger. I've realised lately that I'm a little bit too old to be an influencer. Actually, I'm way past that. But I do know that if I go in the valley at 3 in the morning, get really drunk and wander around the back streets, I do tend to get quite a few followers. Get out of it. Actually, that brings me to my next question. Quick show of hands. How many people have woken up in the valley in the morning with a gerbil in their ass? Show of hands. Okay, so just 12 times for me then. Okay. I don't want the world to see, because I don't think that they'd understand. Here's an idea, shut the fuck up and go back inside. Jesus. Don't write a song of that. Have you ever noticed when families are crossing the road and there's like, the mum, dad and the kids, they always put the kids first and the parents are always towards the back, you know, and they're crossing the road. And I was wondering, is that like a random order or is that like an order, you know, like, who knows? Maybe, you know, you get home and you turn on the TV and you see, today identical twin children were killed when they were crossing the road when a truck ploughed through and squashed them flat. Everyone thinks, oh my God, that's a disaster, that's so terrible. I mean, think about it. Maybe the parents kept the good kids to the back. Maybe they couldn't tell which one of the twins was the bad one, so they just pushed them both forwards, you know? Who knows? You know, you might think that's really terrible, but when you've got 4 kids, you've got plenty of wiggle room to muck around, you know? And I guarantee the last 2 kids will never go near a crossing after they get a D-. That is how you discipline children. I recently got my letter the other day, you know, the letter when you know you're turning old. It says, oh hey, we just realised you turned 50. Can you do us a really big favour? Take a shit and bring it into us? That'd be great. So, cool, okay. But the thing is, when you get that letter, the letter you get is very specific. Like every line means something. Like it kind of feels like every line had like an incident on it. So, you know, like one of the lines is literally shit in the toilet. That's one of the lines. And I think, what the hell happened for that line to become about, you know, like, could you just, at the meeting, they had like, you know, like, Barry? Yes, John? Barry, we need to talk about the wording on that letter again, mate, we need to go through it. Oh yeah? Why is that, mate? Mate, people are just shitting in the envelopes and posting them straight to us. Oh, shit posting. We should probably stop that before it becomes something bigger than it should be. Shit in the toilet. I mean, what happened? Maybe there was like a husband and wife or something, you know, they get in the kitchen, they got like the splash mat down, you know, the husband's there butt naked, you know, he's just bent over smashing down laxatives, you know. The wife's just got back from BCF, she's got the wet weather gear on, she's got the goggles, she's behind him with the coffee cup, you know, it's like, please get it in the cup. Just get it in the cup. You know? And the husband's just standing there, also does that little pressure fart, and the wife goes, oh my God! You know, the neighbour next door here, she comes running over to make sure her friend's okay, you know, and then the husband just freaks out, he panics, he takes off and he hides. So basically what you're left with is like a rubber mat, 2 girls, and a cup full of shit. We all know how that ends, don't we, eh? Oh, dysentery! I'm really enjoying the 0% beers that are at the moment. I'm not personally, but just the whole thing, you know, like, it's supposed to help alcoholics, but I don't think it's helping alcoholics at all. I think it's much easier for them now. Like, they can just drink beer whenever they want. They can wake up in the morning, You know, they can put 2 beers in the coffee thing to, you know, heat up and make some coffee. They can just kick around. They can drink a beer on the way to work now. No one can say anything. They can even take a carton of beer to work and sit at work and drink it. And if the boss says something, it's like, oh, well, I need to get my 2 litres in, mate, otherwise I'm going to dehydrate. You know, it's a bit rough. But then the child thinks, you know, I should get on this. And so, you know, the next morning the child's there, he's sitting with his bowl of cereal. His mum comes in, she goes to pour some milk on him. He goes, what are you doing? I want beer like Dad. She goes, no, you can't. Just don't make me get up and Will Smith you, Mum, okay? Keep that fucking milk out of my fucking mouth. I didn't realise how bad my eyesight was until recently, until, you know, the ride-sharing apps came out. And the big stickers on the window, I thought, fuck, that's crazy. They're just right into the sex shit now. And then my friend said, you should probably go get your eyes checked. And I thought, oh, okay. So we got my eyes checked. And so I thought the stickers actually said dildo user, and what they actually said were Didi and Uber. So a little bit of confusion. It's kind of weird that all the male drivers kept pulling over, but that's about it. That's pretty much it for me. Woo! Thank you very much. I'll let Johnny come on again. Have a good night. Thank you.